Hey y'all, it's Taryn. It is Wednesday, August 13th. Yes. Welcome. I uploaded a video today, which is not Monday, which is when I was hoping to upload it, but oh well. Things here are good. I was going to show you Ryan at the preschool where Addison works. They follow the local school district's schedule, kind of. And so today was their first day back at school. And so here's Ryan's little picture. He's so sweet. I watched him yesterday and we played hard and had a good time. So it was a lot of fun. His hair is curly. Let me find you a picture and show you his. I sent it to Dax and to my mom, and I said, curly hair, don't care. That a nap hair, don't care. That's how he woke up from his nap, with it all out everywhere. But we had fun. We did a lot of playing, and he took a very long nap. I actually had to go wake him up so his mom didn't get mad at me. But tomorrow we are headed to Houston for Abigail's graduation for the nursing program. I am completely stressed out about it. Not that she's graduating or any of that stuff. I'm a control freak. Dax and I both are. But in different areas. And usually I don't do a lot of stuff ahead of time, but I like to know what the logistics of things are and have that all planned out. Who needs to be where when. And I have no idea. I thought I knew, and I just keep finding out that I have no idea. So I'm just like, and Dax reminded me on the way home from the office today that our children are grown and I don't have to plan things for them anymore. It's for them to handle. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Sorry, ice got in my mouth. Okay, so what I've stitched on. Today I stitched on this, I call it bunny circle or something like that. I don't know. It's from a 2011 calendar, a daily cross stitch calendar, but most of them cover a couple of days. Anyway, I'm not going to stitch. It's the year of the rabbit, and I'm assuming that that's what that this is the Chinese year of the rabbit, and I'm assuming that that's what that symbol means, but I don't speak or write in Chinese, and I'm pretty sure that there are all kinds of different versions. So I will not be putting the centerpiece on here. But anyway, here's where I am. This bunny had like that leg in, so I did most of this bunny today for my stitching. And I am using Cold Morning Blue from Mad X Stitcher. They don't have a website even anymore. Even years ago, I had ordered like a surprise bag, where you just don't know what's in it. And there were a couple of this color in there, so I decided that it would work for these. So here's where I'm at. I do have to decide what I'm taking with me to stitch on. Part of my stress comes from the fact that I don't know if we're spending 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights. I have no idea. So I just need to be prepared for whatever comes. I have worked on Fancy That Rabbit on Wheels. This was a mania start this year. Here is where it currently is. And I'm stitching this because I know Jaslyn 28 count and antique green. Does it give off green? Maybe. Anyway, not today, when I stitched on this, I did stitch on those bunnies. It's been a rabbit week, huh? Today. This I stitched on maybe yesterday, maybe the day before. I don't really remember. I brought this up a little bit twice because I stitched it and realized that I left out this opening, so I had to pull it out and put it back in. So I just finished off that thread. That's why not all of them are fully crossed. But I came down here and finished the wheel to here, and then started in on some of these motifs across. I don't know what this is. Oh, I think this is going to be like where it says what's planted. I think it's this right here. It's like a carrots. Anyway, so that's where I got on that. I must have worked on that on Monday because yesterday I worked on Dimensions Mason Jar Lineup, which lots of people have stitched and finished. I've been working on mine forever and have not. But here is where it is now. I at least have this half done, so that's a plus. So this time I worked over here, and I came in and put in this on the jar. From this dark line over is on one page, and this is the page break right here. So from here over on the jar, I put that in. The last time I put in the pink, one of the pinks from the flowers up there, but that's what I worked on while Ryan napped on yesterday. I feel like it's Friday, but alas, it is not. So I think that is everything that I have stitched on since I saw you last. I don't think there's anything else fun or exciting to share. Probably as soon as I push stop, I'll think of something, but right now I can't. So I guess we'll leave it at that. Obviously, I won't be recording tomorrow or Friday. Maybe not on Saturday. I have no idea. But eventually I will get back here. So I'll see you in a sec, even if it's been 4 days. So I'll be right back. And we're back. It's just been a second for you, but it's actually August 25th. So this daily thing is just not being very good for me. I need to be more committed, I guess. Let's see. I got a pile of stuff. I don't know what days really I worked on things, so we'll just go with that. But my September sweet stitches came in. Sweet stitching, I guess. Look how cute that is. I just think that's adorable. I have not started it yet, but soon. It'll be soon. Okay. Let's see. Anything fun? Abigail, well, we went to Houston for Abigail's, I guess they don't really call it a graduation. It's a pinning ceremony. She's got to take the exam in October, sometime in October, to get licensed. Then she came home for a few days, last Wednesday, I think, and she left this morning. I know there's more, but I can't think of it. So I guess we'll just go with this. My computer keeps sliding down. I don't know what the deal is. So if things start to, look weird or anything, it's not you, it's me. Out of Olivon's Quilting for All Seasons. And if you're new, I have all of these started, and I'm working on each month's on Friday, like for August. I'm working on the August one, which is this on Fridays. I'm not making amazing progress or anything like that. Every morning I leave the stuff in the hoop and everything and leave everything out. Like I'm going to come out here when I get home from the office and do more stitching, and that almost never happens. Because like right now it's almost 9 o'clock, I think. Anyway, here's where I got to. This time I added in, I think, these little green leaves down here, and then started filling in on the shutter up here. I so wanted to get those last few rows done in that color, but work. I don't know why I got to go to work all the time. Okay, and then while we were driving to Houston, I was working on this one. I can't show you the picture because there isn't a picture. It's only the pattern. It says, "Have a Merry Texas Christmas." And obviously it's Texas with the bow and then like garlands hanging. It'll be hanging over here and then down here. This time I put in this shade of green here. I think that's 2 different shades. And then we got to the 3rd shade and it wasn't in my bag. And I was like, I don't have that color. And Dax said, how's that even possible? I said, well, it's got a point, but I have the color with me. That's what it boils down to. At the moment, I was going to say I don't even see the needle, but it's in there. And so I put that away and pulled out Bent Creek Spring Row and worked on it a little bit. For much of the ride, traffic is such that I am not going to stitch because we're still either in Houston or Austin, and I'm not going to stitch in that kind of traffic. So when we get somewhere out in between, I'll stitch for a little bit. So here we got, I finished the B-skep. It was, I think I had the bottom 3 rows, so I had to do the top one and all of the fill in, and then like that and everything over this way I added. Look how cute that little bee is. I love it. This one I'm stitching on 18 count Celadon Ada. It's kind of a green color. I don't know if it's really coming across that way or not. And I worked on my dimensions, mason jar lineup. I thought I was going to have to actually look and see what it said, and I should know better by now. Here is the whole thing. And I worked over here on this jar. I worked, I added in some more color in the flowers. I did get this jar finished backstitching it, and then, just adding in colors, working my way. It's going to be so pretty in 37 years when it's done. It's okay. I've got a whole box full of things that are finished that I haven't done anything with, so there's really no sense in hurrying. Paula Vaughn. Yes, I have a thing for Paula Vaughn. Christmas memories of Christmas. Anyway, that is one that Cynthia, the intuitive stitcher, I was going to say organized. The intuitive stitcher sent to me. Anyway, here's where we are. That part is basically on the lid of the trunk here. So like the little bit of this color coming down, but just filling in, picking colors and seeing where they take me. I feel like it's been very busy, you know, with Abigail here visiting with her. Wyatt came over the weekend. Addison and Jacob and Ryan didn't come over because Ryan wasn't feeling well. You know, in the weekend before we were in Houston, so I really didn't get to get a lot of stitching done over the weekend, so. But I was busy doing other things, having fun. I guess that matters most, right? This was a Jan Lin kit, and I have struggled with this. This is on my list of 20, and basically my list of 20 is my 20 oldest whips, right? And every year my goal is to get my 20 oldest whips finished, and I think the best I've ever done is 8. So, and now I'm finishing things up so that what's left are big things. I'm not expecting big changes in my list for many years to come. Anyway, this is not the fabric. It was a used kit I bought on eBay, and I don't think it came with fabric. I think it had it had the floss, which has been its own issue. For some of it, I have pulled the DMCs because they're on there. But anyway, this is the first time that I felt like I have made progress. You can see where I've put in the wrong red before and pulled it all out. So this time I got up here to the top. This is the top of that middle boot. And most of my work was up here getting, that's as wide as this middle boot is going to be. So, like I said, I spent most of my time doing, working up there, filling in, and it's really hard to see because it kind of matches. But oh well, I finally at least feel like I made progress. I got somewhere. Let's see. On these charts, Little House Needleworks, tumbleweeds. I think that I'm doing everything from this series. I think I have them all. I think I have them all started, but it's possible I do not. So I've worked on this one and this one since last we met, the girl and the horse. I'm doing them all separate. So and this is fabric that I dyed. I have everything on here. They're just spread out all over the place because I didn't know where things were going to need to be, how much room and all of that. So it's fine. Anyway, so I worked on the girl. So I got her arm in, and then I think I had to do this spot here, like, so kind of everything down from there I got done this time, and the border across like this. It was just one length of floss, but at least it lined up here with her arm like it was supposed to, and I think it does over here too, but we'll see when I get that far. And then I worked on the one with the horse. He is looking like something special right now because none of the white is in, just his spots. His tail will go here. That's also in the same brown. And I finished the border, you know, coming across the bottom and up the side here. I finished the brown on the border here. It will just need to be filled in with this kind of green color. did most of the cactus there. It only had one row of the darker color in there, so I had to finish all of that. And these little diamonds here are the same color as the spots on the pony. I really wanted to get the pony to a place where it looked more like a pony and not this. Not this. They call that Rorschach test? Is that what were you? Rorschach? I don't remember. You know, where you take the ink and fold it and there you go. That's what it looks like. So if you see one that looks like that, tell them it looks like a pony. If you see a pony, they'll probably have you committed. I worked on Prairie Schooler from St. Nicholas 2. I am doing the Noah's Ark. It's this one. Right there. This is on a piece of, it was like already like an oatmeal or something like that, and I coffee dyed it because I wanted it a little darker and grungier than it was. This time I got this arm on Santa done twice because I stitched it and was off, so I pulled it out and had to do it again. And then I came up here and started in on the white for around his, the fluffy fur around his hood. There'll be more white here around his hands and stuff too. This resides in the best bag ever because it's lumberjack beavers. I mean, I'm sorry, it cracks me up every time I look at this. I don't know who I love the most, but it could be this guy right here. And I have it lined accordingly. And then I worked on the Paisley pumpkins. That's one out of one of the keepsake calendars. Shelly and I are doing a stitch along. She's stitching something else out of the calendar. It's the 2017 calendar. Unless she's had a miraculous finish that I haven't seen yet. She and I both kind of suck at stitch-alongs. So, for me, she is the perfect stitch-along partner. But I did actually work on it. And so, here we are now. In the pattern, all of this is filled in solid. So is that, but I wanted my fabric to show through. It's something I dyed. So I'm not going to fill in all of that solid. I'm going to be discriminating about what I decide to do, and I'm deciding as I go along. But today I got like the bottom half of this done. I need to, you know, do a length of thread and back stitching and stuff, because there's different back stitching throughout it, and I don't want to leave it all till the end. But anyway, that's where we are on that one. And I think that's everything that I've stitched on since I was last here. I don't know for sure. Like I said, I didn't take a ton of stuff to Houston because I knew that we were going to be playing with Ryan and all of that stuff and visiting, and so I didn't want to do anything that was going to stress me out. I'm looking to see if there was anything else. I don't think so. Okay, there we go. That's it for now. Trying to decide if I'm gonna, we'll see if I remember. If I remember, I'll take this and upload a video. But I don't know. I don't know if I'll remember or not. That's how it goes. I was out here looking for something like a week ago for Kirsten, digging through everything. And then tonight I was out here and it was like sitting like right there. Yeah, it had been while I was digging for it too. So there you go. Okay, anyway. Okay, I'm going to try to upload this tomorrow. There's only one other clip, and I'm going to put them together and try to get that done tomorrow. So, thank you for your likes. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for leaving me messages. Cynthia, I know you asked me about the size of the needle, and it's like a fat needle, like comes in a dimensions kit. If I can find a kit that still has the original needle and tells me a size, then I'll let you know. I didn't ignore your question. I haven't forgotten you. I just don't know what the answer is. So, anyway, okay. Thank y'all. And I'll see you here the next time. Bye.